Hello, and welcome to this evening's intention. So, this is a guided intention. This is the shorter version. We do a longer one in the morning at 7 a.m. This one is the 15-ish minute one. Basically, it's just a journey into connection. Simple as that. A guided journey. So, find a place where you can sit or lie down for the next 15 minutes or so. And if you want to follow along for the ride and see what it does for you. Okay, so close your eyes. The first thing we're going to do is take a few long, slow, deep breaths with intention, conscious breaths. Take a breath in. And when we exhale, we're going to let go. Let go of all your cares and concerns. Let go of the day. Exhale out completely. And then the next exhale, I want you to just feel like you're melting into your seat, into the safety, the arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And release, let go. And for this next breath, I want you to focus intently on breathing through your heart. Breathing in through your heart, as if there's a mouth right there. And exhaling through the heart. So what we're going to do now is journey inwards. And we're going to experience ourselves in a different way. So everything is made of energy in the universe. It's the common denominator. And so we usually experience ourselves as physical. Today, we're going to shift our perception and try to perceive ourselves as energetic or light beings, which we actually really are. It's our true nature. So I want you to, first of all, let's loosen a few things up. We're going to imagine that we're looking up from the ground to the sky and we're seeing our thoughts go by like little movies, but they're passing by like clouds on a windy day. I want you to notice them, but I want you to just let them roll on by. No need to engage or judge them. Just let them go. You can catch up with them later if you want. Right now, we're just going to let them go. And I want you to notice that you're the observer, you're the witness, you're on the ground there in the sky. Therefore, you are not your thoughts. You are something much more deeply profound. We're going to explore that a little bit right now. So we're going to look down at our hands in our mind's eye. And I want you to perceive and see that all the cells in your body have disincorporated into brilliant points of light, almost existing as a light cloud. Or perhaps you can envision yourself cocooned in many layers of energy and light. I want you to look around and notice that your outer energy layers of light are all joined to the energy layers of everything else and everyone else around you. At all times, they're in constant communion, constant interaction. You're never separate. Then I want you to look up and see this colossal, indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you. Call it the flow of the cosmos. Now, there is many, many names for this. I call it the nexus, this place. It is the higher consciousness of one that we all belong to, that we all share. Some people call this the unified field. Some people call this God. Some people call this the mathematical fractal images and mathematical equations that pattern the universe. You can see it as anything you want. You can experience it. You can call it anything you want. What it really is connection. And so it includes everything, everybody's beliefs. It is the everything. So there's no conflict. You don't have to sacrifice anything. You don't have to sacrifice your individuality to experience this connectedness to the one, to the whole, to the all. It's just an experience. So I'd like you now to just allow yourself to reach out, to stretch out for this experience if you've never experienced it before. Just even if it's just out of curiosity. And fully well knowing in safety that you can emerge from this flow at any time that you want as yourself. But I want you to just allow yourself to merge with that flow of light. And some of the things you might feel when you've made that connection is you will feel this undeniable sense of coming home. That's the only way I can describe it. You'll also recognize that you have at your fingertips the entire knowledge and wisdom of the collective, of the universe at your fingertips. This is a very magical, special place. Spontaneous healings happen here. We have great power to create here. And that's what we're going to use in a moment. And the other thing that is profound when you make this connection and you merge with this flow of light that we all are and belong to, is that you understand on every level that you are everything and everyone else in the universe. And everything else and everyone else in the universe is also you. That's why they call it the consciousness of one. And this light that we all belong to, this is a higher frequency resonance energy field. So the higher frequency resonances are light, love, joy, peace. That's what exists up there. That is what we are comprised of. And so when we're on Earth, we're dealing with, in this lifetime, we're dealing with balancing and working through the lower energies that we encounter and transforming them, remembering who we are, transforming these energies back to what our natural state is, the higher frequency vibrations, the love, the light, the peace, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness, all these things. And what also happens is that when you make this connection and you feel this undeniable truth, all of a sudden, certain things don't make sense anymore. These lower vibrational frequencies associated with fear and greed and hatred, they just don't sit well with you anymore. They don't make sense. I mean, because you know at a fundamental level, harming somebody else is just harming yourself. And so all of a sudden, an awakening happens, a shift in your whole consciousness revolving around that truth. And so anyways, we're in this nexus, this beautiful flow of consciousness of one. We're going to use the power here. We have immense power, each and every one of us. We are just babies. We're just scratching the surface of what we are really capable of. So today we're just going to take a small dose of it, and we're going to use our power to create a reality that we want to live in. And then by the end of the intention, we're going to anchor it in the here and now, generous present moment on this earthly plane for us to live in. So right now, I want you to just imagine your dream perfect life on this world. And I'm going to guide you through and make suggestions. And they're going to be broad suggestions based on what we want as a human race. And we all want those same basic things. You can agree on those things. And then I want you to fill in the detail according to your personal life. You fill it in, you color the picture the way you see fit. How does your life work for you? Who's in it? What do you see? What are you doing? What is happening? What do you hear? How do you feel? So just go ahead, and I want you to just run away with your imagination and just fill in the details for this intention as viscerally as you can. So the first thing I think we can all agree on is we want to be healthy. So I want you to imagine yourself incredibly healthy and vibrant, full of life. All your bones, joints, and muscles work. All your body systems are in balance. You have the most amazing, efficient vessel that self-heals, self-regulates, creates its own shields to protect itself. Very amazing, amazing thing. So I want you to imagine that health for yourself. And I want you to imagine that it's the norm to be this kind of health and vitality. And that for the times when the balance falls off for that there is all kinds of guidance and help out there for us to learn how to take care of ourselves on every level. So not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, energetically. We have all the support and help we need so that we can take care of ourselves. So I want you to imagine that for yourself, and imagine how wonderful you feel in your body. Wonder how much lighter you would feel with the lack of worry and concern for your health. The trust in knowing that you are this amazing biological being on this plane. I want you to imagine that for your children now, for your family, for your friends, for your community, and then for the entire global population. We want everybody to share in this beautiful gift of health and vitality, happiness. Now I want you to imagine abundance. Abundance first for all our survival needs. Fresh, clean water. Healthy, natural food. Shelter, heat. And then I want you to imagine also abundance over and above that. I want you to imagine comfortableness. I want you to imagine that you have the resources you need to move around, to travel, that you have the resources you need to pursue your dreams, your passions, the gifts that you were uniquely given to express and share on this earth. And then, of course, that comes with purpose, with following your purpose and feeling the fulfillment from that. So imagine what that looks like for you. What are you doing? What dream, what gift are you exploring? I want you to imagine this for everybody else on the planet as well. And then I want you to imagine the staggering shifts in our society that could result from that. If everybody is lifted up out of our survival needs, where they're taken care of, and all that energy and resources and time is freed up for us to pursue our unique gifts to share back with the world and contribute. Can you imagine the potential that we could uncover for ourselves, exploring the expansion of our consciousness, building, creating, inventing, problem solving together? And I want you to really focus on us being together. We have all our individual gifts we bring, but we're together. We function best when we lift each other up. Somebody said it really beautiful the other day. We are here to walk each other home. Beautiful sentiment. Can you imagine what that world is like when everybody's uplifting one another? Everybody's contributing World problems are being solved. Pollution has been eliminated. We have learned to live on this Mother Earth and give back to her and support her in the way she supports us, living in harmony with her ecosystems. I want you to imagine the flow of what society might look like then, what we could create, what could we build. And then I want you to imagine balance. I want you to imagine balance for yourself and everyone else, balance in your give and your take and your give and your receive, balance between work and play, balance in your relationships, healing on all levels, every level. And I want you to imagine that everybody else on the planet is awakened to this higher consciousness, to this connection, this profound connection to everybody else, knowing that we're all together. And with that knowing, that confidence, that security, that safety, that trust, knowing that everybody else is also going to be operating on these root principles that guide them: honesty, integrity, sharing, caring. How light are you functioning in your life, going about your day, seeing other people in the community, pursuing your dreams and passions, working with others, without the anxiety, without the fear, without the tension? How light could you feel walking in your shoes, living that intended life? Do it right now. Walk in your shoes of the intention that you've just created. I want you to really connect with how you feel. This is super important right now. It has already happened. Treat this like it is already done. Don't worry about how we get from A to B. See it as already done, and then walk in your shoes and tell me how you feel. Do you feel? I feel light. I'm walking on air. I have a smile from ear to ear, because everyone I meet out there has the same air of satisfaction, fulfillment, joy, camaraderie. I mean, I hear laughter when I go out in public. I see smiles on people's faces. I see people helping one another. I see people creating amazing, beautiful things, celebrating together in song and dance, singing in harmony. I see the potential of our race expanding in amazing ways in such a balanced state. Such a pleasure, so fulfilling to be part of this life. What does it feel like to go to bed at night and sleep like a baby, having such a fulfilled day, feeling so complete and satisfied? What does it feel like to wake up in the morning and be so excited to get on with your day and pursue those passions? Connect with people, love one another. How wonderful, how much joy would you feel? How open could your heart be? How wonderful would it be to always have this ability to connect, to feel this connection all the time to each other, to yourself, to your heart, to your emotions, back to the nexus, back to our primal origins, where we draw on any of the energy that we need. It's always there. There's never a lack of it. And so I want you to just connect with one more thing before we release the beautiful energy into the world together, anchoring the reality. want you to connect with gratitude. Stop in your shoes wherever you are in this dream life that you've created and you're imagining for yourself. Stop and look around at all the beauty around you. All the amazing beauty. I want you to just take it in. And I want you to find gratitude for it. I want you to feel worthy of this beautiful life. And I want you to feel unconditionally loved and supported at all times. You're completely wrapped in it. You're completely saturated with it. Allow it in, receive it from sources you don't even know of. Just receive it, open. And feel this gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful life, for everything I see, all the beauty that I can perceive, this wonderful body that allows me to do that. Thank you for all my connections, all the people in my life. Thank you for the earth and all she provides us. Thank you for my ability to feel and connect. Now, I want you to take this intention that you've just created for your life, and I want you to build it up as an energy in your center right now, in your heart, your solar plexus, your dantian. Feel it like a big crackling energy ball. Grow it, and I want you to infuse it with those beautiful high resonance frequency emotions that are who we are, the light, the love, the gratitude, the joy, the peace. And we're going to take a very large breath in, and when we exhale, we're going to release that energy into the world. We're going to share it with the world. Ready? I always feel so good after doing that. I can actually sense these waves coming out for me in concentric rings and circling the planet. I can see all the other frequencies, high resonant frequencies that match it, light up out there and create this beautiful cloud of light, illumination that we walk around in. And that is what creates the reality for ourselves. We can switch into this reality at any time. The more we emit these frequencies, the harder and faster it incorporates for us, becomes our reality. It is done, so say we all, and we did it together. So we're going to come back into our bodies now. Wiggle our fingers and toes, shift your limbs around a little. And when you're ready, open your eyes, come back into the room as well. Thank you so much for joining me. We have so much power individually, but when we put it together, just exponential magnitudes of that power and that energy we can manifest. So thank you, whether it's the live version or the recorded version, which you can find on my YouTube channel or sometimes on Facebook or what have you, or you can join me live for this on Zoom. If you have questions, feel free to please reach out and talk to me. You can reach me on Facebook or the YouTube channel, I think. So have a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow.